If someone told you that deep in the Bokor Mountain forests of Cambodia, there was a Vietnamese-run scam call center, entirely operated by Vietnamese people, targeting Vietnamese victims, you might find it hard to believe. But this is 100% true. At the end of October 2025, the Vietnamese Ministry of Public Security, in coordination with Cambodian authorities, carried out a surprise raid, arresting 59 suspects and seizing a large number of exhibits, phones, computers, electronic data, and hundreds of bank accounts. This group had scammed millions of US dollars from Vietnamese citizens across the border. In fact, the story of Vietnamese cybercriminals crossing into Cambodia to conduct illegal activities isn't new. Since around 2020, many networks have moved their operations to border areas such as Ba Viet, Sui Rieng, Sihanoukville, or Co Cong, and now Bokor. What sounds simple is actually part of a carefully calculated plan. First, geography is their biggest advantage. Cambodia borders Vietnam, and traveling by land is extremely easy. From Tay Ninh to Ba Viet is just a few dozen kilometers. From An Giang to Takeo, only about an hour. Many people cross the border by bus or through informal trails, without needing complicated paperwork. Second, Cambodia has loose internet and labor regulations. Tourist resorts, vacation zones, and even investment areas can easily be rented for private purposes. Taking advantage of these loopholes, many scam groups have set up call centers, bought SIM cards, and from there pretended to be police officers, delivery workers, bankers, or even online lovers to extract money from victims. Third, Cambodia is full of remote, hard-to-monitor areas, a paradise for criminals. Take Bokor, the location in this video, for example. It's more than 150 kilometers from Phnom Penh, nestled on high hills, covered in fog year-round, with winding roads. Without investigators tracing money flows, no one would ever suspect that an eco-park could hide a massive fraud operation inside. But why Bokor? If you've been to Cambodia, you might know Mount Bokor, famous for its resorts and scenic mountain roads. On its summit stands the Bokor Palace, a colonial-era mansion built by the French in the early 20th century as a hill retreat. The landscape is breathtaking, often compared to Dalat in Vietnam, and even Hollywood movies have been filmed here. Yet that same rugged terrain makes it an ideal hideout for criminals. Bokor is located in Kampot province in South Cambodia, about 100 kilometers from Vietnam, facing the Gulf of Thailand. To reach the area, you either climb via the Bokor Hero route or approach from Kampot City. At night, the place is nearly deserted, only insects, wind, and mist. For criminals, it's the perfect refuge. Few people, rare inspections, internet coverage everywhere, and security handled mostly by private guards, easy to bribe or bypass. A single house on a Bokor hillside can become a scam office. Inside, dozens of people sit in rows, each with a phone, a computer, and a list of victims. They make calls, impersonate officials, and set traps. Every successful transfer earns them a commission, and within just a few months, their total profits reached millions of dollars. According to official sources, the operation was led by the Lai Chau Provincial Police in Vietnam, a northern mountainous province. Working with the Vietnamese Criminal Police Department and the Ministry of Public Security's Liaison Office in Cambodia, they spent months gathering IP data and tracing money transfers. On the morning of October 28th, the Bokor Scam Center was finally taken down. During the raid, the joint forces arrested 59 suspects, 44 men and 15 women. The shocking part is that every single one of them was Vietnamese, and every single victim they scammed was also Vietnamese. One name particularly surprised the investigators, Sung Thi Mai, also known as V, aged 26, from Lao Cai province, northern Vietnam. She was identified as the ringleader. Born in a mountainous area, Thee finished high school and drifted from job to job. According to her statement, she was lured to Cambodia with promises of a customer service job earning a few $1,000s a month, but eventually got pulled into the world of online fraud and rose to lead the entire operation. Then she rose to take control, a victim turned perpetrator. What makes this story heartbreaking is that many of those involved don't even see themselves as criminals. They think of it as just another way to make money online. In their minds, they're not killing anyone or committing violence, they're just making calls. But behind every call is a destroyed family, an elderly person crying, or a young person losing everything. A woman barely in her 20s was commanding dozens of people with clearly divided roles. The technical team handled the call systems, network setups, and fake IPs. The call center team impersonated delivery staff, police officers, soldiers, or lovers. The finance team opened accounts, received money, withdrew and laundered funds through multiple e-wallets. And the HR team specialized in recruiting Vietnamese citizens to Cambodia with promises of light work and high pay. The entire operation ran smoothly, scamming over 8,000 victims across Vietnam, causing more than $10 million in total losses. On average, each victim lost between $2,000 and $3,000, though some lost hundreds of thousands or even millions. Let's talk about their tricks, because that's where the real warning lies. Imagine this. You receive a phone call from someone claiming to be the police. The voice is stern, the name appears real, and even the phone number looks official. The caller says, "You are involved in a money laundering case. We need to verify your bank account." Then they send you a fake but convincing electronic summons. All it takes is one transfer or revealing your OTP code, and your money is gone. This is exactly how the Bokor scam ring operated. Besides impersonating the police, they also posed as delivery drivers, bankers, or financial consultants. A more sophisticated form was romance scams, befriending victims online, flirting, sharing photos, and then claiming an emergency requiring money. These cases take more time, but they're devastating. Many middle-aged women or lonely individuals fell into the trap out of pity or affection, sending money to someone they thought loved them. Some lost hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. Many borrowed at high interest just to send money to their lover on the other side of the screen. You might wonder, how could Vietnamese police catch a group hiding deep inside Cambodia? The answer lies in digital footprints. Everything you do online leaves a trace. Each call, each transfer, each message. Using cybersecurity systems and international cooperation, Vietnamese authorities tracked IP addresses and followed the flow of money to pinpoint the exact location. Once confirmed, Vietnam's Ministry of Public Security sent an official request for joint action with Cambodian police, and within days, the raid was launched. At dawn, the combined forces stormed the site. They seized hundreds of phones, SIM cards, computers, USB drives containing victim data, and notebooks listing transactions. Key members were subdued immediately. No one escaped. The operation was described as a golden net. Fast, clean, and decisive. After the arrests, Cambodian police documented and classified the suspects, then handed all 59 individuals over to Vietnam. Investigations are expanding, as there may be linked branches in Phnom Penh, Bavet, and other regions. But the most painful question isn't how they scammed people, it's why more than 8,000 victims were deceived. The answer is bitter: a lack of digital literacy and psychological vulnerability. Many people still don't know how to recognize fake numbers, links, or apps. Show them a fake police logo or a letter labeled summons, and they'll believe it instantly. Two emotions drive these scams: fear and greed. When told they're involved in a criminal case, they panic. When told they've won a prize, they get excited. Criminals exploit both, and that's how victims fall into traps so easily. The Bokor case is just one of dozens of joint operations between Vietnam and Cambodia in recent years. The two countries have previously dismantled several major scam centers in Sihanouk Ville and Ba Viet, rescuing hundreds of Vietnamese citizens. That experience made the Bokor mission a success, swift, efficient, with no casualties and no escapes. Looking back, today's cybercriminals don't need guns or weapons, just smartphones. They don't need to break into your home to empty your bank account. The Bokor case is a wake-up call for everyone. It's time to learn how to doubt wisely. Don't trust self-proclaimed authorities on phone calls. Don't click strange links. Never share your OTP or transfer money without verification. And most importantly, talk to your family, especially the elderly and middle-aged women who are the most frequent targets. This fight is far from over, but the Bokor raid marks a major turning point, a strike that has shaken scam networks to their core. It's proof that justice is still being served.
For years, online scams have stolen people's money, faith, and even lives through despair and stress. But this time the message is clear: there is no safe haven for criminals. And for the rest of us, it's a reminder: don't fall for fake calls, don't let sweet words drain your hard-earned money abroad. Thank you for watching this story. If you found it meaningful, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video. And now it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for staying with Societal Stories.